Alright guys, welcome to a game called Battle Cry. Now, you may remember this game from last year, as I did a series on it, and all that. And I decided, new laptop and all that. The game's hard to sell, so I'm gonna create a new series. I wiped the save, starting from the very beginning a year later. So yeah, I'm bringing back the series. I'm hoping that I can probably do like a video a week, at least one video a week on this. I don't know, maybe even two. It depends, on how y'all see this. But Chapter 1, this should be the first human chapter. Let's get into it. Hello, sir. I'm Valbert, your battle advisor, and this is the Tall Kingdom, the land of men. Things have been rather calm around these parts for the past few centuries, ever since the ancient war that brought peace between the people of the unified West countries and their surrounding realms. Emperor Tolian will be proud of his legacy. The world now follows order and justice, and is your duty to ensure that it's honored. You are one of... don't know why that's low. You're one of the many commanders in training our new Emperor's roles. You brought your young daughter to battle in the mountains for their induction to Red Battle. The story begins here. Battle Advisor Albert. Good day, my lord. From here you can oversee the battle. Let's get acquainted with the basic command, shall we? You make the fight go faster by pressing the time zone. Listen, there's a timer for 90 attacks, and the defense is using this. Once you press A, the battle will commence. So yes, the goal is to get through the tutorial for today's video. I still know how long the video should be. Victory. The battle was a breeze. Easily defeated opposing forces by using a simple pikeman formation. The night is coming. You and your men go to your bedrolls while the defeated party stands guard. Let's take a look at your actual army. Here are your front lines. That's like when they're already in your army, but you can join. Yeah, no need. That's just telling us. And that's how let's go back to the battlefield. So, we need to complete Act 1, which is literally just a tutorial. So I'm thinking we probably get the Sorcerer's Rescue. It depends how long it goes, but maybe Sorcerer's Rescue and call it there. It does depend. The night is dark and silent, a perfect end to a great day of training. You slowly succumb to the temptation of someone when suddenly someone rages you towards like orc attack. That's good. Nice, simple game, and all that. Bam. Victory! The orcs broke the peace treaty that had been signed since unification. You send messengers to an emperor while you prepare for another attack. And we get 6 humans and 6 archers. Sir, we're going to need about more men to counter this assault. Let's go back to formation and see what we can muster. Bows have a longer range and diagonal pikes. They could reach over entire rows of men. Select archers and employ them on a battle plan. Being ranged well. Being ranged as you'll want them behind your front liners, ideally. That's not always the case, but yeah. Because I will say, this game does have some pretty nutty technology, given the fact, I mean, it's magical stuff in this, so yeah. But there's guns and all that. But we got the heroes, the ages of Birthright, and the ages of Myths. I'm gonna complete all the action heroes, a new active once I beat it, then do Birthright, and do Myths and all that, and Crazy Orc, and all that, So yeah. Alright, let's see. As you suspect the orcs are coming, the first wave must limit scouts. These appear to be much better suited for battle. Hold off the attackers until reinforcements get here. Alright, that sounds solid, huh? Let's just point. Alright. The game isn't playing right now, I'm looking at something off the screen right now. Let's get into it now, though, shall we? So this is it. You can also help out these, see what they do and what we do. Let's get it played, though, shall we? So yeah, it's an exciting battle and all that. Ooh, nice one. We won it. I mean, of course, do well. You're not meant to lose anything in the tutorial unless you purposely mess up your army. That went well, all things considered, but do not lay down your guard yet. You can still feel unrest in the air and the debris. Your men find a barely coherent human captive and claim mother the same words over and over. vermin. And we get, of course, a human with a banner. Sir, this man may not be a soldier, but he seems enough to help us in some way. Let's see what we have available for him. Flag bearers grant +1 fire damage to every other unit present in their squad. I'll talk about that. Stats talk. Each unit has an amount of each type of both attacks and resist. Become a certain attack type, equip your units with the same resist type, and the damage from that type will be reduced. Now, she talked about the flag guy. This guy, yes, but there's different flags in the game for different elements and all that. Like, I think every damage type in the game has a flag. Now, they let you choose. You want to put them on there? If you do, the melee people or the archers. Let's put them with the archers for now. But yeah, let's keep going though. Charred lands. After some rest, the rescuemen started being more coherent. He tells a tale of infectious creatures of past, a civilization once thought lost. These creatures fear fire and fight in numbers. Shivers pierce the core of your spine at the mere thought of such beasts. Time is of the essence. You want a brave face and greet your army on an enemy you're about to square up against. What did I say? They just fear fire and fight in numbers. Alright, wait. Oh yeah, that's probably the vermin. In order to defend yourself from these odd creatures, you decide to try and recruit some wizards from elsewhere that took refuge in the valley. You walk into a charred gravel pit. There used to be a forest here tournament. In the distance, you see a cavern with a faint glowing light. As you approach it, you are ambushed by a swarm of shadowy beings. And these are vermin. I don't know why they take damage they did, because it's clear these guys are just wearing rags. Because that's how they really look, that'd be terrifying. But yeah, as you can see, you're meant to hit them up, but either way, you still win. You know what? So now we got a Fire Blast staff user. When was that for battle, so let's go set him up. Nungmi, putting him down. Like archers, wizards attack from afar. They take well long range attacks, but do impressive destruction. Let's put him here then. I don't want to. Let's keep brushing on through the campaign. I got a few more missions. You know what? Let's complete Act 1 for this mission. You carry the wounded sorcerers toward your settlement. You hear more vermin croakings and shooting from woods. Let's at least one of them misfit for battle. Alright, let's go. Now it takes them 25 seconds to get set up. It takes these guys 4 seconds to shoot, but they do have a minute range of 20 tiles and all that. Well, we might to rearrange our army actually. Okay, that's good for us. Sorry. Come on, archers. I didn't get his attack off before he died. But yeah, as you can see, that we should win this. Hopefully. Nice. One more shot and we win. Bam. Nice. The camp is ahead, just a few more hills. You head there hoping your messengers reach the Emperor in time. And now we get another one, and this one we get a wizard ring, which makes them cast faster. Sir, it's like wizard ring and some of strength. Perhaps it would be wise time to ranks. Vermin swarms are getting overwhelming. This was equipped with a ring that will make him cast faster, maybe unleashing his magical fury on different enemies. Alright, so let's do some organization here. Bring the fire guy up here. Alright, let's bring these archers up by 1, so that way they can actually shoot further. Alright, this should be ideal. Let's put these guys back here actually. You gotta click save so it's actually confirmed too, I believe, before going into the fight. Looks at magical teamwork. You find yourself surrounded by vermin, the swarm seems unending. If you can swipe through this one, the camp is just a dash away. So this first attack's really easy, and all the ones later, it won't take the episode of Bruce to do it. At least they shouldn't. But let's see what I'm doing now, thanks to the upgraded gear, shall we? Look at that. Wait, we got one more to go. Look at that, bam. But just by changing where they're at, that's changed this up for us completely, which is good for us. Ooh, flag bearer. They took out one. Go see the wizard come. Nope, we still don't get to see the wizard cast yet. Victory. You cross the gate of the settlement just in time to see the sun rise over the mountains. In the distance, you see it reflect on the shields of half a dozen horsemen. Reinforcement, finally. And now, we get horsemen. If I remember correctly, we could use some knights in our army. Let's get back to our army magic and get this horses moving. This is where they're now going to be taught how to create units, because they don't give you a lot of preset units, and I think they only do it for the first chapter, really. After that, you gotta craft them yourself. From now on, when you see new units and equipment, you'll have to create your units manually. So you have to select their creature, or select their weapon, their armor, their shield, and special. You don't need any of this, you just need their creature. At some weapons, you can't use shields like a pike. Stuff like daggers, you can though. An iron sword, a buckler, a gambeson, and a horse. These are resistances, including the cost. Now we're going to call this horsemen, is our unit. And then we create how many you want. So like if, for example, you have 2 of every of these, you can choose to just do 1 of them instead of 2. So because they're horsemen, we're going to want them behind, I believe. So man, having them at the front would also be ideal. Now it's the Emperor's secret. In light of the Orc's actions, Emperor decreed that any more acts on silly curriculum would be considered a declaration of war. We even get to finish reading the message and are interrupted by the Watchman's bell. And here's the Orcs in full battle gear this time. They actually have Gambitons too instead of just rags. Alright, let's see how this is going to unfold, shall we? Now we also can double up the speed like this. So he died now. Well, now let's see the horses. They're not going to fare well because it's pikemen and they actually have negative resistance to take more damage. Nice. Still don't get to see the wizard though. Victory. War being officially declared, the Emperor sends you one of his royal guards up your armored offensive. You take as many men as you can muster and head into Orc territory. Now we keep going. Let's go into here. And let's create. Let's finish up this act. So this guy, right here, gets a horse. He also gets an iron sword, but instead of a buckler, he gets a tower shield. And that's used to counteract the negative of the horse while giving us more blunt and slashing resistance. He also wears the heavy plate which gives us blunt, slashing, and piercing resistance, but he's weak to fire, toxin, ice, and lightning. I believe is what that is. So, lead horseman. There's a horseman, because there's only one. Right? And we're actually going to put him in the back this time. Alright. The generals. You and your troops march through the valley, finally reach an Orc's camp by sunset. Sounds of war drums start coming down from the mountain's path. They just as some have been warned of their arrival. They're quickly met by the Orc generals and their vermin allies. So now they're actually in rock plates, which give them toxic attack. There's also undead. We even got Orcmen and that stuff. So this is going to be a hard battle. We might have to rearrange our units even to win this. Let's speed it up though. Nice, alright. First wave's done, or at least the first tile. Alright. We can now force out the push because it's a regiment. Yeah. So I'm gonna see our mage in action, hopefully. Alright. He jumps up and fire comes down. That's good for us because, ooh. Yep, we won this. Alright, let's end it now, boys. Victory! Victory is yours! After the battle, the Orcs seem to be waking up from a spell. Perhaps some investigation needs to be done to understand the motivation behind their attacks. Something feels definitely wrong. We got 3,000 here. Nice. Last one is the root of corruption. Alright. This is a 3-pager, okay. I feel like they shouldn't let you, switch pages unless, or fight until you look on the pages. But this one, you interrogate the captured Orcs. The elder explains the story of the betrayal by the shaman Octan, selling their clan servitude to a demon in exchange for unimaginable power. This is troubling news indeed, and must be brought to the Emperor's attention at once. But first, Octan must be dealt with. Oh, see, this is weird. So this has like the apostrophe over here. Well, this over here does not. Interesting. Next one. As Union forces slowly carry its path into the burning mountain, the flaming botanical life forms an unsettling out-of-the-world decor. The dancing lights uncover mysterious sounds from the ruins and all the rocky walls. Suddenly the fire's light starts wavering like a clear wind, but not even a breeze is cheap. You redirect your sight forward, and in the once clear path now stands a silent army of vermins led by a shadowy orc on horse's back. After seconds, I feel like hours, the shaman beams and smiles at you, then lets out a deafening guttural sound. So that horse will be this guy, which is actually an octopod. Called Batty. My chapter, they did get the name bows, even as basic fight fisters, bones. So essentially, the thing with them is that mage, black mage, I see. The thing with this though is that octopods can actually transform into any creatures, to my knowledge. They usually transform the ones that benefit them the most. So they're basically just devious people. Now he has, what is that? This Splinter of Orith. Interesting, he's also an undead horse as we can see. Right? Let's see we getting shot and shoot them though. Pikes can also return range. Alright, so far so good. Nice. And now as we see, he transformed into a demon. And has power blade back to show coming out in cultist relic. Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can deal with him then, shall we? Alright, horseman. We won. Victory! The first act is complete. Upon the defeat of the orc demon, the mountain starts shaking and crumbling. Your demon rush out of the canyon and down the mountain path. Once in the valley, your troops gaze in awe at the sky, an entire mountain exploding in the night. Like magical fireworks, you try your best to join the celebrations, but the dying words of the smiling demon haunts your thoughts. I was only the beginning. Of course, you and your troops travel back toward the Emperor's kingdom, head filled with stories of your battles and eventual victory over the forces of evil. Justice and good prevailed over the demon. While this thing tells your deed for centuries to come. Congratulations. Act 2. Ranked battles and the booster shop are now available. And for this award, we get 4 orcs with maces. Good job, we like one unlock new features. Battle line gets our players on the battlefield. Cool. Create your war banner and buy new supplies in the booster shop. Alright, here's your booster shop. Spend your click gold here to gather more war supplies. So, there's a lot of boosters here. We'll open up one before you end the video though. And all that, right? I also got this over here, which is you can throw in stuff you got, crunch it up, and get different quality stuff. Then there's the campaign. Now we have Act 2, which starts with turning on your leaf, and you can see there's musketeers, orcs, and catapult. And the rest is just money outside of these people right here. Then here, we can do different things like classic, survival co-op, tournament. But yeah, there's also a survival mode now. We can do that to earn gold. I'll be doing it on my free time to grind up a little bit, so we can make more units and prep for the campaign. So, you know what? Let's make our, what are all different ranks I see. But that's against players. I don't think there is any players on this anymore. Co-op survival wave also depends. Solo survival wave, I see. Alright, let's create just a very simple banner then. Put stairs. Ooh. What's this? That looks somewhat good actually, hold on. We'll say nah. What's that? Alright. Oh, here we go. We can make Japan. Just gotta get rid of the symbol then. Alright, what if I just... Well, I'll go back to the banner. Yeah, alright. Is that bam? Bam. There we go. Now we got a banner. Now let's look at battle packs and all that. Okay, that was a little bit of a slow load. Same with that, huh? So we got 3,000, so we got heroes, ashes, and the myths. I'll open up packs only related to the campaign we're doing and use units to that, because that's how the game's intended to be played. You know? Alright. So, with this, we can get an Iron Starter or a Steel Booster. A booster basically gives you a little bit of the stuff in the next level. Like, I think it's 1/4 of it. But yeah, if you want to get legendaries, we need at least a gold pack, though. If you notice, it's only a gold booster. Huh, just because the borders are also different, too, so... I feel like we should open up an Iron Starter. It gives us a lot of commons and a lot of uncommons from the Heroes campaign. So let's do it now. 10 two-handed swords, 12 humans, 8 fire staffs. Wow. Oh, these are like singular target. 4 duelist bucklers, 2 blessed flags, 3 mailed luminary, 1 ogre brace, no, 6 ogre bracers, 3 plate cannons, 1 black sword, and 1 brotherhood mail. I couldn't do anything else. Okay, let's do 1 stone booster too. 12 tower shields, 2 pikes, and another brotherhood mail. Let's go into here real quick so I can show us as an example. Let's say get into here, right? Let's say I don't like the fire staff. I can do this, right? Let's take up 6 of these. I can assume it, and this goes up, and then I can craft an item. And this will give you a random item from the entire game. Now, I always craft it up to the legendary stuff, which is very teeny top, like right here. Hard to see it, I know. But that's just the way it is, you know? So, let's come in here. We can also now create our own armies too. Now, the bottom one right here, I don't know what the 5th one's for, but let's create a new army, you know? Let's start with some plate cannons, which they are just a creature. So, bink, bink, bink. Alright. Let's create some humans, right? We can do ogre bracers. We can have them all wearing gamisons. Two-handed. Let's have these be our frontliners. You know? Bink, 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 bink. Alright. Now we create some pikemen too, while we're at it. Now, we don't need that many pikemen, admittedly, but it depends really. So let's put them in the Mail of the Luminary, and can we get them any specials if we could that want to help them? So I don't really name these units, but bink, bink, bink. And then we can fill up the other slots with additional pikemen. I think it was 3 more. Yeah, bink, bink, bink. Once this army's done, it should be decent. Now this is what the game is. I guess works with this. Let's go with a tower shield. Ooh. Defense is health in this. Tower shield is more. It's like a Megan, a duelist buckler, but nah. Alright. Can I get any specials? No. We do need to get someone the black sword though, and I think I know who I should get that to. Let's wait for these guys though. Shall we? Alright. And I need 2 more people to fill up that hole. Now, I have these be some 2-handed men. They'll be wearing the Brotherhood mail. And no specials, so yeah. Brotherhood mail looks completely different than oh, it's like a Gamus. I don't think I've ever had Brotherhood mail. Alright, so that's a fully loaded like thing right there. Let's create our mages now. Let me make sure, yeah, this is the frontline one, this is a singular unit. Alright, so we can create 1. So yeah, this is actually pretty fun. That was only a quite long episode. I don't plan for them to all be this long, necessarily. It's just, it so happens that this one is this long. If you know what I mean. If it makes any sense. We don't have to really get these guys armor because they'll be in the back. You know? Bink. Bink. Now let's get our archers up, too. They also need armor because they're going to be in the back. And now we'll see how many leftover points we have to build the next unit. 107. Black Blade. this. Give him this. Duelist Buckler or Tower Shield? Let's do Tower Shield. Because it's better mostly. Now this is supposed to be the commandant and all that. So put him directly in the middle. Well, there's not really direct middle because it's 6 slots. And then yeah, let's try to get more horsemen though. So we got my sword, a buckler, and then sources. They can actually use tower shields. Hold on, we can get them armor. You know, rags aren't the best. It helps them with 1 against pipes. Alright, there we go. I think we can get rid of what, well, actually just like 2 of these cannons, really. And I can just put these guys down here now. Who should I get rid of next? You know what? Let's go to one of these guys. This guy will want to probably be in the middle. Let's do this. Because you also need flag bearers, too. So create one of him. Alright. Put one there. Admittedly, I can probably get rid of both of these guys, though, because flag bearers will be there, too. Now, this one, I believe, gives people the whole... Is it holy damage? Hold on. I need to make sure. 1 holy attack. Yep. It's not a lot, but it helps. Let's do that now. Alright. Let's have these people kind of like right here. Pull them down by 1. Alright. Alright. Let's pull this guy down here now. Alright, there we go. Now we got 30 more. I don't know what we can really do with that, but let's see. I can make one of these units right here. Alright, let's do that. Bam. Alright, and I guess we'll just throw them like right here. There we go. Now that's going to be it for this one, y'all. I'll be testing this unit out in survival mode on my own time. But until then, I hope you'll have